Okay, so 2 exponential and logarithms. This will be the last version of sheet 6. We're now on question 11.
Sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Jonathan.
Yes, sir, I will question on the previous example that you are solving. When you are finding the x-intercept, how did you simplify 6 plus e to the power negative 2?
We didn't simplify, we just wrote it very good.
Okay.
So question 11, A. So here we are solving equations. Solve the following equations. A, 9 to the power x squared. Hey, y squared is equal to 9 power negative 4 x plus 12. So far, yeah. So the basic principle is if the bases are the same, then the powers must be equal. If the bases are equal, then the powers must be equal. Okay. And mathematically, we apply the log base 9, because this base is 9 here on both sides. Base 9, because this is 9 here. This is the mathematical way of dropping the powers. So this is going to be x squared. The log of 9 is equal to negative 4x plus 12. And then the log of 9. Then you see that this is 1 and this is 1. Now it makes sense to say that x squared is equal to negative 4x plus 12. So we can find the values of x now. We have a quadratic, so x squared plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. So what are the factors? So the product is negative 12, p is negative 12, the sum is 4. So we expect to have the factors to be 6 and negative 2. So that this guy can become x squared minus 2x plus 6x minus 12 is 0. Then factor out x, we have x minus 2. And then plus 6, we have x minus 2 again. When we factorize this, the common x minus 2, we remain with x plus 6, which is 0, implying that x is equal to 2 or x is equal to negative 6. These are the solutions for now. But because we're dealing with exponents, now we test there. So let's see if testing makes sense. So testing the solutions. We pick when x is equal to 2, we'll have 9 2 squared. This is it the same thing as 9 negative 4 by 2 plus 12? Let's see, this is 9 power 4 equal to 9 negative 8 plus 12, which is 9 power 4. So for sure, x is equal to 2 is the solution. Confirmed. What about -6? So here we're testing x is equal to 2. We now test x is equal to -6. So we'll say 9 -6 squared. Is it the same thing as 9 -4 minus 6 plus 12? This is 936 is equal to 924 plus 12, which is 936. So therefore, x is equal to 2 and x is equal to -6 are the solutions. So you've seen that from being an exponential function, it ended up, an exponential equation ended up being a quadratic equation. And then we enjoy the solving. The only thing that you should never fail is a quadratic equation. Once you meet it anywhere, you will rejoice. And say, here comes my customer. It's a must, but if it turns out to be quadratic, it's not a must. So there, I just wanted to demonstrate to show that some questions may require that we should test. But mostly you test on the logs. No, it's a must to test. You'll see the one that fails. 1/36 to the power 4x plus 2. So this one, we have 6, 1 plus x is equal to, we can write this 36 now up to the power -1 4x plus 2. So we have 6, 1 plus x is equal to, this 36 is written as 6 to the power 2. So it will be 6 to the power -2 multiplied by 4x plus 2. You see now we're parameterizing things. This equal to 6 and -8x minus 4. So the bases are equal. So we go straight to equating the powers. -8x minus 4. So we put the x is this side and the other one's the other side. So we have 9x is equal to -5. So x is actually -5/9. This is the solution. We test, looks like it will work. So let's test. Here, 1 minus 5/9. I know these ones work. They must. For these ones, they work. There's no need to test because I've equated those guys there. The powers to be equal. So we're sure the powers are equal. So it must work. What about C? C is 8. 4x plus 1 is equal to 1. Now, you know that for it to be 1, it was 8 to the power 0. Was 8 power 0 is 1. So that we just say, okay, so 4x plus 1 should be equal to 0. And so x is equal to -1/4. This is the solution. If you didn't know that, then you say, oh, So here I'm showing if you didn't know, then you apply the log. Base 8 of 8, 4x plus 1 is equal to log base 8 of 1. This is 4x plus 1, log base 8, 8, that is 1, and then log 8, 1, that is 0. So you have again x is equal to -1 over 4. The same scenario. Like that. I'm trying to be smart today. To market my work so you can follow. What about D? 6 to the power 2 plus x is equal to 8 to the power 8 plus 2x. Yeah, so it makes sense. So what I was doing now makes sense. You've seen the importance of bringing log now. Yeah, so I feel like I'm just struggling with when you're bringing log, when you can do the shortcut. This is where you need log now. You can't write 8 in terms of 6. Or you can't write 6 in terms of 8. So we apply log. To which base? Yeah. So just apply log base 10, both of them. Plus this is equal to log. Now when you're applying base 10, you don't write any index there. And then we drop the powers, so we have 2 plus x. Remember, this is log 6 is equal to 8 plus 2x. And this is log 8. Don't forget what you're doing here. We want to find the value of x. So there's no pressure. So we expand. Here we have 2 log 6 plus x log 6 is equal to 8 log 8 plus 2x log 8. And then put the ones that have x same side. So we have x log 6 minus 2x log 8 is equal to 8 log 8 minus 2 log 6. And then we push back, maybe we push back. There's no need. Let's just, since we're looking for x, let's just factor out x. So we factor out x. X is common here. We remain with log 6 minus log 8 squared. So now I've pushed back this to the power. And then I close is equal to here. We push back the powers. This is 8 minus log 6 to the power 2. And then you see in x is here. Then these we take them the other side by division. And so we have log 8 power 8 minus log 6 squared over log 6 minus log 8 squared. So this is the value of x, this one, the whole thing. But you can decorate it. You say since there's subtraction there, this is going to be 8 power 8 over 6 squared, we know it's 36. Like this. Over log 6 over 8 squared is 64. This is the value of x. No, there's no problem. There you can use anything. You can use lin, you can use log, whatever base, doesn't matter. Because you've seen that the base has not helped us in any way. Because 6 and 8, you cannot make them look alike. Those are two different. So you can use any base that you like, even base 6. Then on the 8, it won't do anything. If this was D, let's see E. E 10 to the power 7x is equal to 3. Again, can't do anything, but look, because this side there's a constant, so let's now apply log base 10 is equal to log 3. Now, when the base is not appearing, it means we have 10 as a base. So we have 7x log 10 is equal to log 3. But log 10 is 1. So we get 7x is equal to log 3. So we divide by 7, divide by 7. So we get x is equal to 1 over 7 log 3. So if you can't see the base and you have L or G, then it means the base is 10. That's why we have 1 there. Indeed, nice. F 9 minus E to the power 6x is equal to 0. This is the same thing as 9 is equal to E power 6x. And then because of E, we apply ln in 9 and then E6x. So this is the 9 is equal to 6x. Then divide by 6. Divide by 6. So we get x is equal to the 9 over 6. Like that. Very nice. Very what that is. G E x squared minus 2 is equal to 4. Again, because of E, we apply ln. Please don't forget that ln is the log of E. That's why we're applying it here to decorate things. Then you have x squared minus 2. And then ln E is equal to ln 4. Ln E is just 1, so we get x squared minus 2 is equal to ln 4. So we have x squared is equal to 2 plus ln 4. Then we square root. So x is equal to plus or minus the square root of 2 plus ln 4. Question 11 done. Very easy. Very easy. Very, very easy. So you've seen how it comes out. Very easy to find as abundance. For YouTube, subscribe. So nice. Your question? Yes. So I haven't seen nice equations here. Let me give you one nice equation. The she doesn't have. Look, let's call it, this was G, let's call it H. We're still solving for X, and then we have like 2E or 2X minus 3EX, and then plus 1 is equal to 0. So the equations of this nature, where there is an E that is not squared, the other is squared. This one you can write it as 2E, then you switch these powers. You put X inside, excuse, and take 2 outside, then minus 3EX plus 1 is equal to 0. Then you let, let's say, let Y be equal to EX. So that what we have now is 2y squared minus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. Then what next? You factorize this, so you get you have 2 times 1 as a product, and so you know -2, -2, and -1 will give us the sum. So you get 2y, and then y minus 1, minus 1, y minus 1 is 0. So you have y minus 1 and 2y minus 1 is 0. So here we get y is equal to 1, or y is equal to half. But what did we say y is? Said y is equal to EX. So when y is equal to 1, we have EX is equal to 1. Then you apply ln. Say meaning ln EX is equal to ln 1. And you know ln 1 is 0. So X ln E is 0, meaning that X is equal to 0. Because ln E is 1 is the first value. And again, when Y is half, we have EX is equal to half. Again, we apply ln. So ln EX is equal to ln half, which is X. Ln E is ln half. So then E is 1, so X is really half. So two solutions of X. X is 0, X is 1/2. Okay. So you learned something here. These exponential can also be quadratic. And this is how you get the solution. Let's go to question 4. Solve each of the following equations. Question 4. Each of the following equations. A, you have log 1 as a base. And then 1 multiplied by x squared plus 3x is equal to log 1, 3x plus 16. So if the bases are equal, then the inside must be equal. So we just get x squared plus 3x is equal to 3x plus 16. Because of equal bases. Okay. So in this and this will cancel. So x squared is equal to 16. Meaning that x is plus or minus 4. For these we test. The negative 4, when substituted in there, what happens? So testing. So x is equal to negative 4 will give us log negative 4 squared, that is 16, plus negative 12 is equal to log 3 minus 4 plus 16. So this one qualifies because they are equal. And then the 4 also will qualify. So x is equal to plus or minus 4. Remember, we are testing for log because we know that log of negative is undefined. So once we test and it becomes negative, then we'll rule it out. And then B, the ln 4 minus 3x minus ln 7x for logs, you added marks for testing. It's not always a waste of time. Maybe this one will demonstrate something. So the bases are the same. So here first, we write it as one thing, as 4 minus 3x over 7x because of minus is equal to ln 11. So because we have same bases, so it means the inside are equal. Then if we cross multiply, you get 4 minus 3x is equal to 7x. Then take this to the other side, you get 4 is equal to 80x. Divide by 80. divide by 80. So we'll have x is equal to 1/20. This is a positive value. It works. So none of them make sense to test. Let's try one more. C is log x plus log. So log x plus log x plus 12 is equal to log x minus 10. So this is the same thing as log x multiplied by x plus 12 is equal to log x minus 12. So this means that the inside must be equal because the bases are equal. The inside here is x squared plus 12x is equal to x minus 12. So it becomes a quadratic plus 11x plus 12 is 0.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. On the other side is x minus 10.
Where?
On your equation, it's log x plus 12 is equals to log x minus 10. So on your second equation,
Oh, yeah,
log x.
okay, thank you. So this is 10. So when we take the other side, this is 10. Yeah. So 10 times 1 we get 10. 10 plus 1 we get 11. So we use x squared plus x plus 10x plus 10 is 0. So x plus 1, 10x plus 1 is 0. So we have x is -1 and x is -10. Any test. So in logs, here we say no solution. Why? Because when you pick -1 and put it here, this log is undefined. When you pick -0 and put it here, this log is undefined. That's what we are looking at. That's why we are testing. So you reach here and say no solution. Because log of negative is undefined. So this piece here is undefined. You don't use a simplified one. The simplified one, but even if we had to use the simplified one, this guy here is undefined. Hope you pick that point there. So went up C. So we're almost done. So need to rejoin as we wait for Premier League. So we rejoin and do a bit. We'll finish now and we'll rejoin. So 1920 plus 40 minutes, 20 hours. But 20 hours will be done. Then we cheat a bit and Arsenal game starts. So Friday, so I need to relax a bit by watching soccer. So and join it cuts.